Chad Daybell's former home in Salem, Idaho. You can see behind, crews are tearing it down. This home is being demolished this morning, and I'm gonna flip around the camera so you can see. I'm gonna give you an idea where we're at. This is the back property. These were where the outbuildings were, and that's the actual home. So they started out here within the past hour or so, and you can see they are really making progress here. All of these construction workers are volunteer. The demolition crews are all volunteer. Of course, within the past month or so, a nonprofit purchased the property, purchased the home, and they have put forth their own money to buy the home, and then they are using a lot of help from these demolition crews who are volunteering their time to come and load up the home, load up the debris here at the house, and then it will be hauled away. Again, we are live here at Chad Daybell's property. I'm going to walk around. This is where the shed, the garage, the outbuilding was. That red building that you may have seen. And this is where the crews are coming and going and doing their work from here on the outside. I'm going to get out of the way of these guys so they can do their work. But I want to give a credit. These are the companies who have donated their time, their employee, their resources to help in the effort. Taylor Excavation, Tupper Excavating, DePatco, Anderson Earthworks, Double J Dirtworks, Tupco, Pocono Coast West, and Chad Ball Construction. All of them out here helping this morning as the buildings are being torn down. They are moving so fast, and they plan to have this whole thing demolished today. Good morning, everybody. Nate Eaton here. We are live outside Chad Daybell's property in Fremont County, where construction crews are demolishing the home and all of the buildings that are here. This is the house, and these are the crews. The property is now owned. Many of you are asking about the property. It's now owned by a nonprofit organization who made the decision to tear down the house. And they started here this morning here on the sheds in the backyard, and soon they will be moving toward the house. The land will then sit quiet, at least for now. The nonprofit wants to turn this into a kind of a memorial for JJ and Tylee and Tammy. But for now, their main priority was to make sure that the house was flattened. The home was listed for $350,000. And it closed within the past few weeks. This nonprofit bought it. And this was the spot where JJ and Tylee were buried. Right here, and JJ was found over underneath this tree. Again, this is in Salem, Idaho. We're here on the property. They're tearing it down. This community really came together, this community of construction workers. Every single one of them donating their time, their machines, their manpower, their employees, all of them donating that to here at the property today. These children were found over 4 years ago, buried on this very land, this very property. I'll walk around here, give you a little bit of a different angle. It's amazing how fast these guys are working. There was three I would say, outbuildings here out behind the house that are gone in the past hour, just completely ripped down. And for those of you joining us, if you're just tuning in, we're live out here at Chad Daybell's former property in Salem, where demolition crews are tearing down all of the buildings and flattening the house here this morning. To give you an idea, this is where Tylee Ryan's remains were found on June 9th of 2020. JJ Vallow's remains were found over underneath that tree. And this is the house where Tammy Daybell died, where she was killed, where she was murdered inside that home. And so all of these volunteer construction workers have shown up this morning to tear it down. Nate Sunderland, I think you're watching. If you can please give Jordan a call and see if he can come out here. I'm just going to be quiet here for a minute. I'm getting video on another camera. Somebody's asking about the long-term plan for the properties. They plan to put a memorial here to remember the victims, JJ, Tylee, and Tammy. They have not, come up with final plans for it yet. No, no talks of a water park. I'm gonna get out of these guys' way. I'll give you a view from the other angle here. This is the house. Sorry for the wobbly video here. I'm holding two cameras. This is the home, and then if we pan over here, well, there's some trees that are in the way, but this is the backyard. I'll walk you over here and give you a look. The power was turned off here on the property several weeks ago. So the power's been disconnected. And then here, after they get these two buildings done, which will be shortly, they'll focus on the house. Yeah, they're talking about putting some sort of memorial here. We don't have the specific details on that at the moment. I don't think the nonprofit does either. The people that started the nonprofit want to remain anonymous. But they were able to set this up and get all of these volunteers out here to help. Nate Sunderland, I'm hoping you can hear this. I'm talking to my colleague. If you can please comment or message me, and if Jordan or Peggy, someone could come out here. The Daybell children moved out of this home within the past month or so. They've left, and then the nonprofit bought the property. John Pryor listed the home within a week or so of the Chad Daybell being sentenced. And it was purchased pretty quickly. Looks like they're going for this cement pad now. Okay, looks like they've let's get in closer here.
Might have just been an old desk. Old poetry.
Check your phone. I just need photos. Photos. Don't shoot him though. Don't get photos of him.
Okay.
Come, just get up close. Pictures. Thank you. Wide, tight. Peggy is here. To all of you on YouTube, this is Peggy. She's here helping me get some pictures. The police, many of you are asking if the police are aware. Yes, they're aware of this. Can you message Dave and tell him let the basic story right away with my video and photos? Or you can call him and then I can add to it.
I don't know.
Tell him that other news agencies are calling so we can bring up. So there's a neighbor?
Yeah. Happy friend that I was watching.
Oh, the other day? Wondering.
I took your picture with me at the fair. You
Oh,
remember
that's
that?
right. Yeah. That's right. So what do you think?
I don't know. I watched you last night. That was it. Very interesting. The house hasn't changed much since the prices slid down. Yeah, because I never did see it. You know, I wasn't very friendly with these neighbors.
Right.
So, this is where the chicken coop was.
Right there.
Look how deep that concrete
Yeah,
is.
well the one they poured was like thin, but that is thick.
That's thick.
I can't believe how fast they're moving.
I know, I can't either. Oh, it's nice to see you. Good morning.
What's that? We're live right now. You want him to link or whatever he wants. Tell him we just see the story on East Idaho News, letting people know what's happening. All right, everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're here outside the Daybell property. I'm going to scoot back a little bit, where demolition crews are removing all of the buildings and the home here this morning. An anonymous couple purchased the property, and all of these guys here, I'm going to go through the list of all of the contractors. If you're watching, you can recognize them. These are the companies who have donated or volunteered their time, employees, resources to help in the effort. Taylor Excavation, Tupper Excavating, DePatco, Anderson Earthworks, Double J Dirt Works, Tupco, Pocono Coast West, and Chad Ball Construction. hold this. This is live. You can talk. Everybody on YouTube, Peggy is here, our moderator. I'm gonna hand the phone off to her to get some video while I take a few pictures. And you can talk if you want.
Ah! Well, you can tell it's not Nate taking the picture, everyone. Oh dear. Okay. I'm much more shaky than Nate. Please forgive me. I'm doing the best I can.
You want me to hold it for a second? That's...
To the audience.
No, you're okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Peggy, can I ask you, you're a resident out here. You live nearby. What do you think seeing this?
I feel like it is an ending to a terrible story. And I hope it brings some closure to the community. I don't like that word closure, but I'm hoping that it brings some sort of closure to the community. So we can get back to normal. If there's a normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said, welcome to Peggy Tube.
Bless them.
I can tell Nate. Well. Okay, just for an idea, those of you watching, this is the outside, and this is the home over here. And when they're finished here, which should be shortly, I imagine, they'll start to demolish the house. Okay, everybody asking, this is the house right here. They call this the Cozy Cone. This is the loft. Chad Daybell used to look out that window where the children were buried. So this is the house. Right now they're tearing down the sheds and the outbuildings, the chicken coop, things that were in the back. They started working on this about within the past hour, and they've already removed everything that was out back. So here, very shortly, this house will be demolished. So those of you are asking about the pet cemetery, well, I can take a walk back and show you. The pet cemetery where Tylee's remains were found. It's right back here. They're not digging in the pet cemetery. You know, the police did a very thorough 2-day dig of the cemetery. But it is right in this area is where the pet cemetery is, I guess I should say. And then we'll let this guy drive by. Underneath that tree over there is where JJ was found. In fact, I'll walk over there to give you an idea and get a view of the demolition site from here. This is how it looks from the back. And JJ's poor little body was found back here under this tree by this pond. You know, I was told, right back in here, I was told that a few weeks before the kids were found, law enforcement went out on this property adjacent, right over the fence here. They actually were leaning on some of those poles, looking out onto the property because the Daybell'S would not allow them on to search. And they had no idea they were just feet away from JJ, just right there. They had no clue until a few weeks later when they got the warrant and they found out that Alex's phone beeped right here, or it pinged right here, and that fence right out there, I'll try to zoom in right there, his phone pinged there as well. So they were able to come here, and first they found JJ that summer morning, and then they found Tylee. So I'm gonna head back over here, and I'm going back and forth. If you lose the image, stay with me because I'm taking photos. Yesterday, these buildings were standing. Looks like Detective Hermosillo is out here. Lieutenant Hermosillo is out here on the property. And they're really ripping off the cement pad. There's the home. A few of the neighbors are out here watching, and you know, they have mixed emotions, many of them. It's just so heartbreaking, but in a way it's nice to have everything kind of removed, and then this land will sit quiet until plans are made for what's next. Thank you, Peggy.
You're welcome, Dee. It's been, great.
to Nate? You sent him. Thank you. Did he respond?
Check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the chicken coop is gone, and they removed the cement pad. It was not very thick. It was pretty thin. These concrete slabs are much thicker. They have been here longer. They're moving so efficiently, these guys, that what they're doing is they have multiple trucks lined up, and when they bring up the debris, they're piling it, and then they're loading it in the trucks, and then the trucks are taking it to a recycling center that will go through all of the debris and recycle what they can and then destroy the rest of it. But remember, all of these guys are doing this out of their own, generosity. These companies are volunteering their time and their manpower and their machines and their tools and their equipment, all of it to help here at the property. I think Hermosillo's here. Some of you are asking why Detective Hermosillo's here. I think it's more, to see this. There are neighbors driving by, looking at what's happening. Detective Hermosillo spent hours and hours, as did all of the other law enforcement, on this property on that hot summer day, sifting through this dirt, looking for any sign of tiling. Oh, hey, Chad, how are you? I'm Nate. Oh, nice. I'm on live now. Do you want to say anything?
I don't have anything good to say.
Oh, okay. But you guys are all volunteering, right? Your time, and that's awesome. Peggy, can you hold this while you just keep it right on there. You don't have to zoom or anything. I'm just going to go get my other camera.
Okay.
There you go. And you can hold it with two hands.
I will. Okay. All right, everyone. Peggy's back holding the camera. I'm going to try not to drop it while we watch. Hopefully Nate will be back here in a second, for heaven's sake. No matter what I do, I shake. There we go. Here, Nate's
you,
back.
Peggy.
Thank you.
Peggy is our comment moderator. Yes, she does work for us. She does a really great job. I'll walk you around here for a minute. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how things look here at the property. Okay.
You're
Do
waiting.
you know the name of the guy talking to Hermesin? I forget. I want to do a quick interview with him, maybe. Just to talk about how all these construction crews came together.
Yes.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'll show you the house. The house is right here, and these are the outbuildings. Looks like they're taking a little bit of a break at the moment. All right, I think we're gonna log off here for now, but we'll come back on live in just a little bit later to show you how things are looking, especially when they go to the house. And we can keep you updated all morning long as this house is torn down. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back on a little bit later, so stay with us.